Hey guys! So today might be one of the most important days of my life. We're about to find out actually, because once Nala gets back from the vet, I'm going to be test driving a car that I just fell in love with on accident. Okay, so let me explain. I've been researching cars for 2 months now. I don't even have my license yet. I was just bored and anticipating the excitement of buying a new car, which I planned on getting 2 months down the line. It is now September 27th and I planned on getting my new car in November, the end of November. But like I said, I was bored. I was researching cars for so many days, like literally every day I was checking cars. And it got to the point where I wanted to see what it would be like to be inside of a car. I wanted to see if it felt right, if you know, like testing used cars to make sure that it looked good. I couldn't myself take any test drives because I only have a permit right now. I don't even have my license. I'm kind of knocking the whole thing out in one go here. I also plan on having my dad with me because I definitely don't want to go to the dealer by myself and worry about, you know, the pain that goes with negotiating with a dealer. Now, it might not be painful, but in terms of me thinking about it, I think of it as actually dealing with someone who's trying their best to manipulate me. Worst case scenario. I don't know these people. Anyway, fast forward. So I ended up going to 2 dealerships yesterday. I went to a Honda dealership and I went to a Lexus one that was literally right next to it because I saw a listing for a very pretty Nissan SUV, mid-sized SUV. You know, funny enough, when I went to the Honda dealership, I was kind of turned off. The car itself was in condition. I went to check a Honda Civic and it ended up being a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Also not a fan of the seating type. It felt kind of dirty, and I know you can get the inside clean, but it's just not a good feeling when you know, go into a new car and it doesn't feel like they did much to take good care of the car. Anyway, it's 90 degrees outside, 90 plus outside, and the dealer wouldn't let me turn on the car. So, you know, multiple red flags here. He wouldn't let me turn on the car because I didn't have my license, which, whatever, you can turn it on. You can turn it on. I needed to see how the engine started because this is a used car. I also wanted to see how the AC felt because I'm in California. We're literally on fire right now. And I also wanted to see the features that came with the, you know, the infotainment station. He wouldn't let me turn on the car. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just sitting in this hot box, metal, you know, death machine, this tight space. Like, I was getting just terrible vibes from that. And honestly, guys, like, you want to make sure you're comfortable and you don't feel like you're being pushed by a dealer or disrespected, mistreated by a dealer. So that was just a red flag. He told me, like, let me know when your dad gets here, because I told him I was gonna buy the car with my dad. He said, let me know when your dad gets here, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm not calling him back. So I was walking and I go to the Lexus place and they got this really pretty Nissan sitting out in the front. I'm like, hey, you looking good? Okay, can I get inside this car? Cause this car looks good. The car was eyeballing me too. If you can see the eyes, it's got like really like exotic, I said eyes. Got like really exotic looking headlights. So we were looking at each other, we were feeling each other. I go inside and this car is it looks brand new. It is a 4-year-old car, 40,000 miles on it, 46,000 miles on it. And it looks like it was barely touched. It was in perfect condition. Now, granted, we're gonna go test the car today. I wanna make sure that, you know, I can check off all the boxes in terms of how it steers, how it brakes, how it sounds, make sure there's no like weird shaking that happens when I go up past 40 miles per hour. Now, this is advice that I got from my dad, from looking at YouTube videos. Again, I was doing a lot of research before even like going to the dealership, period. So I know a decent amount of stuff about cars, so I know what to look for. I know if I'm interested in something, what I should be looking for. So I'm gonna go with my friend, my friend who I love dearly. She helped agree to go with me to the dealership. I needed someone with a license to drive with, to test drive it, because again, I don't got my license yet. I'm on my permit right now. The test is in November. We're gonna get that license. You know what? I'm gonna say, actually, I do hope it works, because I feel like me and this car clicked. I feel like we had a special connection. And like I said, we were eyeballing each other. So if I go to this dealership today and the car test drives great and the dealer doesn't try to sucker punch me on extra prices and all this other stuff, honestly, I'm gonna be insulted if he even tries, because after doing all this research and seeing all these stupid hidden dealer fees that they throw in there, I'm gonna be, huffing and puffing. But I asked my dad, we're probably gonna FaceTime him when I'm in the dealership to make sure that he can also make sure that I don't skip any questions that I wanna ask. I'm gonna share on the camera with him what the contract looks like before I do any signing, if I do any signing. I wanna put it in the if box, because again, I'm going off of vibes here. If it feels good and it looks good, then we're good to go. I just don't wanna let go of what seems like a really great deal. I left that dealership yesterday worried that that car might get taken by somebody, and they just went and grabbed a very beautiful looking car in great condition, especially for its years, and for an amazing price. I'm sitting here selling a car. Let me show you guys what the car looks like. All right, impressions.
I do like the interior, how it feels on your butt, how the seats are like curved to your butt. I like the interior, how clean, okay, well, just found that. I do like some of the features. I like the front dash definitely because, or the front, it's modern, let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's modern but classic at the same time because it's not too like futuristic looking. You know what I mean?
I like this front part too because you've got the major dial for how much RPM you're using, how fast you're going with miles per hour, as well as the European kilometers per hour. Your gas gauge is right on the bottom. It's really clear. Also on the digital side, on the digital board, you can see how much gas, how many miles you've gone on the gas tank. It tells you very clearly what mode you're in. It tells you everything that you really need to know. Let's put it that way.
We need to play with the infotainment station at some point. All these. Yes. We've got a lot of buttons, but there's a couple buttons here. Oh, this needs Bluetooth.
Yeah, and then you can always connect your phone, which is good. And then the AC stuff down here, you have the button option, so it's not really controlled by these guys, from what I've seen.
Should I connect my phone to it?
Oh, so temperature right there. That's what we saw. This is temperature. This is level of fan, whatever power. And then you can choose mode and it will like move around according to what you want. Or you can click on the buttons right here. So that's interesting.
So I want to connect, if I want to connect this to here, how do I do that?
You would need to, nothing's connected. Go back. Oh.
It seems like I can't do anything without Bluetooth.
Yeah, well, definitely not.
Besides maybe radio.
So go onto here there and see if you find anything.
This is all the information from the previous owner. You can see it dates back to the year 2016. I'm gonna follow in their footsteps, Tiff.
All right.
I'm gonna be a good car owner and make whoever takes this car next be in a good position to just have all this and be all excited when they get in it too. Like, oh, 2016, this feels like something brand new right off the lot. Oh no, too good to be true,
Do you like this car?
Oh, I like it so much. I can't tell him though. I can't let them see. I can't let them see how excited. He already saw some of it. He saw him super. I can't hold it back that much. But if I'm gonna try to talk him down, I need to have some kind of like reason, Yeah. I'm really excited. I didn't expect to be excited, but I'm actually excited to go into the dealership and start talking with him and papers. And I've got my dad on standby because he was supposed to come with me to the dealer originally to come and shop, but it ended up being my best friend Tiffany coming with me last second. I was like, Tiffany, I found a car I'm in love with and I need you to come check it out.
And Tiffany approves,
and Tiffany approves. Oh my gosh.
Well, Tiffany drove it.
Tiffany drove it. Yeah, you know what sucks? I didn't record the audio on it, but she was actually having fun driving the car.
Yeah.
Would you want to drive it back home too if we buy it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's test the phone call part real quick. So can I call your phone? Sure. Oh wait, can I tell it to call from here?
So what I'm going to do, push, and then you're going to say...
Please say a command after the beep. Incoming, call, cancel.
Oh.
We're good.
All right, let's go. It's like one of those moments.
The battery that he used to start the car. Got a sign. It said stay out if you think he's sick.
Oh, COVID. this with Glendale. Lattes? Latte latte? Start? Oh my gosh. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that was exciting. Is it all? Oh no.
It's doing more
Oh,
stuff.
it's doing the latte part now.
Got IMAX in here.
IMAX right here. We got luxury seating. And oh, look over here. Massage chairs. Look at that. And leg holders for massage chairs.
Yeah, extra as hell.
Roses. Maybe fake.
I would assume they're fake.
They're fake.
That seems tedious to keep up with roses by the massage chairs. I'm sitting here looking for the sales representative. He was supposed to meet us like after we got our waters, our fancy drinks. Tiff got her coffee.
Still can't drink it. Too hot.
Still,
Yeah. I learned my lesson.
she practically burned herself on the, which is like really, almost, yeah, exactly. You can't find him. He said he could sit anywhere, and kind of like this spot.
It's difficult.
We'll find him.
I think she's gonna
We
be.
could probably get someone to get him, like page him or something. Let's do that.
Let's see, let me see the permit. And I'll make a copy of the permit and the ID.
We can start talking numbers. I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I mean, I'm confident.
Ooh, mask.
Oh, I was drinking my water.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna kick me out. Ma'am, I know you're trying to buy a car right now, but can you get the hell out of here, please? Because you don't got your mask on. I feel like I've been studying for this. This is like the final test, like the final exam. I feel like the final boss during this whole day, you know what I mean? This is the final boss. He said that the battery would be free, so I better not see a cost for the battery on the paperwork. Yeah. And that would be the out the door? Okay.
So this is with sales, license, registration.
Sales tax, when you say sales.
Mhm.
So sales
Sales
tax, license, registration,
Documentation. Yeah.
and documentation.
Yes.
Oh, you want this?
Okay, you can keep that one. So I give him and I want to ask him about the permit,
Okay.
how it works, because I've never done it with somebody with a permit. So it'll be my first time.
Okay.
Adult with a
Yeah, I'm
permit.
still
yeah.
learning.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, me too.
So this.
So yeah, he basically he gave me the rundown of the legal prices that you will have to pay regardless. Like you can't talk your way out of that. So
Tax
yeah,
and-
the registration and all that other stuff. So I asked him to give me the paper because I want to make sure that there's no hidden stuff in there that he might be adding on to inflate any of these numbers. So like you can write numbers on papers all you want all the time, but like in terms of like where the numbers are coming from, I need to make sure I have it on exactly listed out.
Itemized list.
Exactly. I do have a budget. It is luckily still under that. In terms of what I wanted for the car itself, apparently I wasn't able to negotiate that. Didn't expect it, but it would be
You
a lot
have
of
to try.
Yeah, you always have to try, and also there are quite a few dealers that are the same way. It's becoming more of a modern thing because of the online business, and a lot of non-negotiation places are usually also really, really expensive. Like they up the price, like CarMax and Carvana are stupid high. Like if I were to look for the same car on either of those, it'd be like $5,000 more. So it's like it makes sense what he said to me. I was expecting some extra stuff, like if you want to add on any of this, like a warranty. He didn't do any of that, so I was like, oh, okay. So let's see what happens when he brings out the paperwork.
Then I asked him about the permit.
Okay.
We can sell the car to you, but then somebody with a license, they have to drive the car off the lot.
That's what she's here.
Do you need my license?
And you have a full coverage, right? Insurance.
If you were at the dealership with me right now, is that what you would be doing? You'd just be sitting on the side going, looks good, or whatever. If you like it, if you like it, then I like it. He said I would be if I'm hungry. Daddy, you are a riot. I can't wait to see you in November. I really wish you could have heard his end of the conversation. He is so nonchalant. He's like, oh, that sounds good. He's in the same time he's like eating something, so I'm hearing him chewing in my ear. He's like, oh, that looks good. What is that? What is that number? Oh, okay. Oh, that looks great.
So you're gonna get insurance now.
Yes, I need to get my insurance. So I'm gonna go ahead and call Geico because they seem like the lowest rate for my new driving self.
Moving too fast, life is moving in slow-mo. I'm a god, but I actually don't know. Homie, better put your pride aside. I'm a Benz, get more like a Volvo. Your best stuff looks like my words. Synapses, fire and burst. Got the whole crew with me.